celebrating small wins so kids see their own progress. Have you ever found yourself, at the end of a long day, only noticing what didn't go right? Perhaps your child didn't clean their room as you asked, or they still struggled with a task you thought they'd mastered. It's incredibly common for us, as parents, and for our children themselves, to focus almost exclusively on the gaps, the things still needing improvement, or what went wrong. We are wired, in a way, to spot problems, to identify what needs fixing. But what if this natural inclination is actually preventing our children from seeing their own incredible journey of growth? What if it's causing both you and your child to miss out on the powerful energy that comes from recognizing progress, no matter how tiny? Many parents tell me they feel this constant pressure, either from themselves or from the world around them, to have a perfect child or a perfect family. This can lead us to constantly scan for imperfections, inadvertently training our children to do the same. They start to believe that their worth is tied to flawless performance, not to their effort or their learning. But what we often overlook is the immense power of celebrating the small steps, the little victories, the moments of effort that are the true building blocks of confidence and resilience. By the end of our time together today, you will have a simple, practical habit to introduce into your family life that will help everyone, especially your child, truly see and appreciate their own ongoing progress and cultivate a powerful sense of self-worth. If this idea is resonating with you already, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Wise Parent, and tell me in the comments how old your child is. Your engagement helps us reach more families who are looking to raise emotionally intelligent, secure children. So, why does noticing progress matter so profoundly, especially for our young children? Think of yourself as an architect, and your child's brain as a magnificent building under construction. The first 5 years are a period of intense brain development, where billions of connections are being formed. Every interaction, every moment of serve and return between you and your child, is laying down the very foundation of their brain architecture. When we focus only on what's still wrong, or when we correct without acknowledging effort, we inadvertently teach the brain to be critical, to expect failure, or to fear trying. But when we highlight effort, when we celebrate a small win, we are literally building neural pathways that say, I am capable, my effort matters, I can learn and grow. This is a fundamental aspect of building emotional safety and inner confidence. A child who feels seen for their attempts, not just their achievements, feels safe enough to take risks, to try new things, and to inevitably make mistakes, knowing that the process of learning is valued above all else. This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about providing balance, about intentionally shifting our gaze to include the positive steps alongside the areas for improvement. It's about helping them build self-worth that isn't dependent on external validation for perfection. Imagine a child learning to tie their shoes. They struggle, their fingers fumble, they get frustrated. If all we ever say is, it's still not right, or you're taking too long, what message are we sending? We're telling them that only the perfect outcome matters, and their effort is invisible. But what if, instead, we say, I noticed how hard you kept trying, even when it was tricky. You really focused on that first loop, and that's a huge step. This simple acknowledgement shifts everything. It connects with their inner experience, validates their struggle, and reinforces the belief that perseverance is a win in itself. This connection over control approach teaches resilience and self-belief far more effectively than any correction ever could. The truth is, many of us grew up in environments where praise was scarce and criticism was abundant. Our parents, often unknowingly, focused on what needed to be fixed because they believed that was how children learned. We are breaking cycles by learning a new way. We're choosing to be wise parents who understand that a child's confidence isn't built by pointing out every flaw, but by illuminating their unique light, celebrating their journey, and teaching them that their efforts are inherently valuable. This is how we raise children who are secure in themselves, who understand that progress is a continuous path, not a destination of perfection. Now, let's talk about how we can build this powerful habit of celebrating small wins in your family. It's simpler than you might think, and it can truly transform the atmosphere in your home. The first step is to shift your own lens. Before you can help your child see their wins, you need to start noticing them yourself. This begins with an intentional change in your own perspective. At the end of your day, take a moment to reflect on your time's small wins. Did you manage to stay calm during a tantrum? Did you pack the lunch even though you were exhausted? Did you try a new strategy with your child? Acknowledge these for yourself. This modeling is powerful because when you practice this, it becomes more natural to see it in others. Second, create a dedicated win moment in your daily or weekly routine. This doesn't have to be a big production. It can be during dinner, at bedtime, during a car ride, or even a quick moment at the end of the day. The key is consistency. Make it a question you ask regularly. What was one small win you had today? Or what's something you tried or learned, even a little bit, this week? For younger children, you might need to give them some examples or prompt them more directly. For instance, I noticed you shared your toy with your sibling today. That's a great win for cooperation. Or you remembered to put your shoes by the door this morning. High five for remembering. The third step is to make it concrete and specific. Instead of just saying, "Good job," help your child articulate what times the win was. You worked on that drawing for 20 minutes, even when it was challenging. Your persistence is a win. Or you used your words to tell me you were angry instead of yelling. That shows such great self-control. And that's a huge win. This helps them internalize the specific actions and efforts that led to the positive feeling. It gives them a vocabulary for their own success and struggle. Fourth, focus on effort, process, and resilience, not just the perfect outcome. This is crucial for building a true growth mindset. Let's say your child tried to build a tower, and it collapsed. Instead of lamenting the collapse, celebrate the effort. You stacked so many blocks, and you kept trying to make it taller. That perseverance is a wonderful win. Or if they're learning to read and still mispronounce words, you read 3 pages all by yourself, and you sounded out so many new words. Your effort in reading is a big win. This teaches them that the journey, the trying, the learning is just as valuable, if not more so, than the final, flawless result. And fifth, keep it simple and consistent. This isn't about throwing a party for every tiny step. It's about a consistent, gentle acknowledgement, a shared smile, a specific sentence, a high five. The power is in the repetition, in making it a normal part of your family's conversation, reinforcing the message that change is always happening and that effort is always worthy of recognition. It's truly amazing what happens when we intentionally shift our focus. When we start celebrating these small wins, we're not just boosting our child's mood in the moment, we're fundamentally reshaping their self-perception and building a powerful internal narrative of capability and worth. We're teaching them to be their own cheerleaders, to see their own journey, and to understand that their value isn't tied to being perfect, but to being a persistent, learning, growing human being. This is how we equip them with authentic confidence that will serve them throughout their entire lives. If you're finding this shift in perspective helpful, and you're ready to embrace the power of celebrating progress in your home, please take a moment to let me know in the comments. Share one small win you've noticed in your child recently, or even one small win you've experienced yourself as a parent. Your stories inspire us all, and your comments also help more parents discover this supportive community. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to Wise Parent to continue receiving practical, emotionally intelligent parenting insights. When you consistently practice this habit of acknowledging small wins, you're doing so much more than just praising your child. You are actively building their early brain architecture in a way that promotes self-efficacy and resilience. You are fostering emotional intelligence by helping them connect their efforts to positive feelings. You are embodying connection over control, choosing to see and value their internal world. And you are gifting them with the profound understanding that they are always enough, always growing, and always worthy of celebration. You are a brain architect, shaping a future of confidence and security for your child. One small win at a time. I encourage you to try this simple practice tonight. During dinner, or as part of your bedtime routine, ask everyone to share one small win they had today. It could be something as simple as remembering to put their dirty clothes in the hamper, or a moment where they shared a toy, or even just focusing on a task for a few extra minutes. Witness the subtle but powerful shift in your family's energy. And please, come back and tell us what you observed in the comments. Your feedback truly helps this community thrive. If you want to dive deeper into how to foster your child's inner confidence, be sure to check out our next video on gentle discipline techniques that build self-worth. Remember, you've got this, wise parent.